We're a minute 30 into this first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. The Magic again can't hit. Minnesota with the ball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now, we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. From T. Thomas. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That's about toughness and the willingness to absorb contact. Franz Wagner relishing an opportunity to show off a bit.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to DiVincenzo. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here is Edwards. 6 points for him. And there's the drive.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Here's Rose. After the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Bull. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Dillingham. Floats one up. It's deflected. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Here's Castle. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Castle's got his third basket of the night. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wagner outside. There's the pick. Orlando again with the bucket.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot. Mr. Wagner.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. There's the drive. Here's Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's in there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Shannon. Still scoreless.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Bitadze. Shot clock at 5. Christie can't make it. Timberwolves trail by 3. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Both good from the line that time. No good that time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really throwing it up. Orlando out in front, up 1. And don't.
The Timberwolves, 17.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
That puts them in the lead. Dillingham's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Bitadze. Still yet to score. Latrey. Rebound, Minnesota. He takes it in. Here's Shannon. Drains it from beyond the arc. Shannon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Bitadze.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Dwight Howard grabs the board. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards from the arc. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot? And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Outside for Thomas. Edwards drawing the double team. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
Orlando trailing here. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here we go. Tries to save it, and again Minnesota will turn it over. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Pass to Bitadze. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Orlando with the ball. Now Wagner from past the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Thomas, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Wagner missing. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Edwards, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Castle. He's got 8. Pass to Bull. It's good. This game is all even. Bull's got his second bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Dillingham with it. Alexander Walker on the wing. Pass to Dillingham. Lobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Bull can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Alexander Walker. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Castle. Bull, that's good. Bull's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Shannon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shannon's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. Here's Rose. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Screen by Howard. Here's Dillingham. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Castle. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Castle's got 10 points. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Well, on top of the length he provides and athleticism, there are the shot-blocking instincts of Derek Lively. Wow.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Shannon. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Shannon's got 8 points in the quarter. Now, here's Rose. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here is DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
To the middle. Outside Rose. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team. Super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Now Edwards. 10 points for him. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Howard. And that one drops for him.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention. Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
Rose surveying the D. Down low. Knocked loose. Stolen by McDaniels. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Christie. Still without a basket. Pass to Castle. High arcing shot.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he sinks the second.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. here. This one for three. It's good from long range.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Inside. And rebounded by McDaniels. Now the Timberwolves with it. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Cuts off the pass. Here's Christie. That three off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Lots of room. Green for 2 points. Christie's got his first 2 points of the night. Timberwolves trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Screen by McDaniel. Here's DiVincenzo. Good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Christie. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Edwards flashing inside. And he can't jam it through. For 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And Thomas has it in the corner. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 10 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Christie. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And we've got a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
For your 3-2-1 height.
And so here's Orlando. Clock at 6. Pass to Bitadze. Let's go. Christie can't make it. Minnesota in the lead. Alexander Walker on the wing. It's deflected. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Magic shooting their first free throw this game.
First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Christie. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Shannon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Minnesota, they had shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Christie.
Minnesota foul.
For Orlando, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He throw good, Christie.
At the line to the Magic.
And Christie drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Dillingham wide open, and he fires. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Timberwolves.
46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Christie. Hits it from 3-point range.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Howard. Great positioning on the putback.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Shoots. Rebounded by Howard.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Edwards cashing in from outside.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Pass to Christie. Three-pointer. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Right side, Edwards. 5 on the clock. Edwards making a statement.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamahl Mosley was going over with his team. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Out to the wing. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando trailing here. Rose gets a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the dunk by Rose.
And one of the all-time high-risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Magic. It's Thomas outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical junction.
From deep, Rose. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And Rose continuing to hone.
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Here's Rose. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Here's Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Outside Rose. Puts up a three. And rebounded by McDaniels.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Off target with his three. The Magic trailed by 5. Pass to Castle. Here's Rose. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Thomas to the inside. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Bull can't hit. Minnesota leading by 7. Thomas with the ball. Now Bull defending. Here's Gobert. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
The Magic again can't hit. With the chance to keep this run going.
Hey, how about the efficiency that they're operating with at the moment?
A 3-ball. And Edwards is good for 3. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead. Wagner wide open. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Thomas. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And that's an intentional foul.
Lively. First personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Thomas.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Castle. And so they foul intentionally.
Magic foul. Castle. 4th personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under